Good morning. So the idea of visiting Chefchaouen is practically because of its popularity, being a blue city in northern Morocco. But there is more story to why it is painted all blue. I got lucky because yesterday when I was walking around and stumbled upon a seller whom I purchased a few argan oils from, and turns out his family is historically from Andalusia. So I'm trying to understand and ask him if I could hear a bit more of his stories, and I'll take you along into this very blue mountain town that's been so popular on Instagram. Let's go. So what's fascinating about Medina in Chefchaouen is not only has become a tourist attractions, because lots of these places are hotels or guest houses, but also there are true residents of this area. And if you look up, you'll see lots of evidence of this. I'd say that they have done such a tremendous job in turning this particular part of the country in becoming more tourist friendly. So I'm actually having my very first double espresso of the day, and thankfully there's a coffee stand over there, so I'm just sitting right here trying to have a sip of my coffee while people watching as the tourist passes by. You can see the blue aspect of this town has become the theme of photos for tourists alike. Apart from that, the variety of shops that exist is quite astonishing. All sorts of spices, colors, soaps, and some sort of traditional Moroccan cosmetics. I'm trying to memorize which one is his shop because obviously there's no specific numbering, so I just have to memorize it. Yeah, but I think it's somewhere nearby. I think it's somewhere here. So yesterday I took a photo right here because it's a really nice corner. Usually locals would decorate certain corner and then ask for a small donation for a photo session because it's part of like small income for them. But I'm trying to look out for the guy who I was thinking of interviewing if he's around, but if not, then probably it's not my luck. So can you tell me a bit more about your family history? How did it come from Andalusia?
عائلتي جاءت من الأندلس في الهجرة الأولى. كانوا الفقهاء الإسبان يضطهدون المسلمين. الهجرة الأولى جاءت عائلتي من الأندلس واستقرت بمدينة شفشاون، وجئنا إلى مدينة شفشاون وبنينا المسجد والفرن وبنينا الحمام واستقرنا هنا في مدينة شفشاون. هنا مجموعة من المهاجرين، وكان هناك بعض المهاجرين استقروا في مدينة فاس ومدينة سلا ومدينة الرباط وتطوان وطنجة. عائلتي كانت تعمل عند الخليفة الأخير الذي كان يحكم الأندلس. وعندما سقطت الأندلس في المرحلة الأولى هاجرت عائلتي إلى هنا إلى مدينة شفشاون. نعم أحس بأنني وكأنني في بيئتي، ولكن شيئا ما مفقود، شيء صغير مفقود. لا بد وهناك حب لذلك البلد، لذلك الأرض، لأن هناك دمي، هناك كان جدي وجد جدي وجد جدي. لابد كنحب الأندلس، لابد نرجع للأندلس. أنا تعلمت اللغة الإسبانية في بيتي مع أبي بعض الأحيان هو وأمي كانوا يتكلمون بعض الكلمات بالإسبانية، وما زال هنا مدينة شفشاون هناك سكان يتكلمون بعض الكلمات بالإسبانية. وهنا في مدينة شفشاون ميزة جيدة جدا، وهي أن تقريبا 90% من سكان مدينة شفشاون يتكلمون اللغة الإسبانية، يتعلمونها بالفطرة، من الشارع، من البقال، من السوق. يعني يسمعوا كلمات ليس يقرؤونها في المدرسة أو يتعلمونها في المدرسة، لا، ها هنا في الشارع، في الأسواق، مع العائلة، هكذا يتعلمون اللغة الإسبانية تلقائيا.
So unfortunately, I couldn't record an actual video with him because I think he was not very comfortable being recorded for a video. But having said that, it's absolutely fascinating because historically his family came from Andalusia and they were seeking refuge in this town of Chefchaouen and have found a settlement here because obviously they have found jobs and everything like that, and to be able to also build life here. And he's actually speaking very fluent Spanish that he learns from the street, I think, and just the ability to tell this story was really, really fascinating because I think for me it was something I wouldn't have figured out myself had I not spoken to him. Just hearing how he misses his homeland, even though he's also a fully local here, is quite incredible to just hear his side of the story. I'm just having a bit of a break, lunch break, breakfast break, because I haven't had anything, and trying to just process the story that I've heard recently from the seller. Ooh. So I'm having kofta tagine, which comes with bread as well as a bit of orange and banana juice. This looks absolutely divine. I'm having a bit more banana because I need more potassium. I've been having a bit of lightheadedness. Anyway, what I love about tagine is that because it's got this rich sauce, I can dip my bread into it. Ooh. I'm going to eat it straight away. That's divine. Absolutely divine. So I'm finding shelter under this tree because it's just so hot, and how are you? I get accompanied by these two lovely girls. This is Firdaus.
Yes.
And Ilham.
Yes.
Yeah, and they are from Benirzin. Benirzin?
Yes.
Benirzin. They're so shy. And you're best friends, are you?
Oh, you? Yes. Best friend.
Best friends. How many years? How long? 3 years. Oh, that's so cool. So I was just looking at the map as to where is Benirzin is, and I think it's a bit southeast of Chefchaouen. So we are just trying to communicate with the language barriers we have. I think it's impossible not to take your time in this gorgeous Medina because not only the shops are really inviting with all the craftsmanship, often you can also get lost easily because all the mazes are pretty much similar, so sometimes it's part of the fun actually. If I'm taking you along in this alleyway, you'll see this tiered, layered of stairs, which also encompasses residential houses, gorgeous colourful carpets. gorgeous display of carpets. Absolutely gorgeous. I think this details represents the local people design, which is Djibala people. So as I was reading online, there are a couple of ethnicities that are specific to Moroccan people, and I think one being Djibala in the northern part of the country, which is close to Rif Mountains, which I'm currently at, and the other one being, I think, Amazigh or Berber, which also can be found in Tunisia, because I think they're a bit more closer to the Atlas Mountains and in the south. It's so fun to just look at this all around. Sleep. That was funny. So yes, 3 hours sleep. So yesterday I actually came here to want to purchase a few things from this shop, but obviously yesterday was Friday and it is part of the weekend, and therefore locals usually would take naps. It was part of the local jokes that it was closed for hours and hours to an end. So I'm getting a couple of this gorgeous ceramics, and the shop is so pretty. Oh wow. Okay. Festival? Sawira. Is Sawira in the south?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you play? Okay. So that's from Essaouira, which is in the southern Atlantic coast of Morocco. It's one of the things that I love purchasing, even though it's a bit difficult to travel with ceramics for coffees, because my husband and I are coffee drinker. So in town, in the old town, you've got this water sources, like spring water source, which local often drink from. So I've got my bottle and we'll try to fill my water with it. And I think it looks interesting because Chefchaouen is surrounded by mountains, therefore natural spring is plentiful and makes this area is actually very fertile, because you would think as a North African countries, Morocco would have been like very arid and dry, but the northern part of the country is actually very fertile and very green. There's a small cup over there for anyone to be able to drink directly, but what I'm going to do is just to fill up my water bottle. Shukran. 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 Oh God, that's a lifesaver. So I am at Good Happy Kitchen.
Good Happy Kitchen. Welcome. Yes.
So I am a sucker for ceramics, and this shop is so pretty. And you have so many selections. You said that originally from Fez.
Yes, original from Fez, because Fez, this area famous to make the beautiful ceramic in Holy Africa.
Yeah.
Because of the quality. Wow. Because in Morocco we have two cities making ceramic, Asfi and Fez. Fez is better for design, like the
Yeah,
mandala, like you
it's
see, and also of the
absolutely
quality
colourful.
of ceramic.
Yeah, you
can-
showed me earlier.
Yes,
What's
yes.
the difference between
The
old
different,
ceramics
it's
and new
some,
ceramics?
yeah, some people it puts inside the things 100% ceramic, and some people mixed. So some
Okay, how do you
ceramics,
decide?
yes. So it's difficult to know this, but you know, my people he will see how to know this. It's from the signature. Here we put the name Fez. When you see Fez, Fez is quality guarantee for wash, for eat, for decoration.
It won't
This-
break. Okay.
No break. Also the test for the colors. To know the colors, if the blue or not blue colors, we do this test. No broke, no nothing. This is Fez.
You're saying that this is your family business.
Yes, we family business, like 7th generation we work.
Seven generation.
7th generation.
So he's
70 years old.
He's definitely an expert
Yes.
in this department.
Yes,
And you said your house is like an Aladdin because you've
Yes.
got so many carpets.
yes.
Do you have a shop in Fez as well?
Yes, I
Oh,
have the
okay.
shop.
But
in
also
Fez.
this is your
Yes,
second
yes,
shop.
Yes, I
That's-
have in Fez. We have also in San Marrakesh. You know,
Oh,
because
wow.
350 people, we mix so,
So
much
much.
pieces every day.
So you have to sell
and
it.
also the real things we sell here is information how we work, how these things make. Because
Yes.
people look the design, see, wow, it's beautiful, but,
But
it's
there's
not,
no story
you know,
if you
just-
don't know.
Just this cup need 4 days for
Yes.
making
of course.
the first the shape,
Yeah.
the design. You need
Yeah.
to wait 4
Yeah.
degrees, 1,500 degrees for making ceramic fest.
1,500.
It's strong, so you can put in microwave, wash
Oh,
machine.
so you sort of heat it 1,500
Yes.
degrees so that it doesn't break.
Yes.
So if people ask how much is usually the cost for, let's say, one mug or one carpet,
Yes,
so
it
that
depends, but the normal price start from 80, 100.
Okay.
And also you can make the deal. My
Yeah.
people in Morocco, we don't have fixed price.
Yeah, you negotiate.
Yes, we negotiate. Also
That's
we-
the art, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you buy 2 things, 3 things, always
You-
the price.
Lower prices.
You know, and
yeah.
you know, we are fabric, so
Yeah.
the different like not the store. The store he buy and he sell.
Yeah.
The fabric we make and he sell. So
Yeah.
in me,
So
you
you
find
have-
this cup here,
You sell directly.
80.
Yeah.
In the store you will find him 120, 140 because he just a store.
So come to Good Kitchen.
Happy kitchen.
Happy-
and-
oh, Happy Kitchen. Happy
and
Kitchen.
Also, it's Dar Chefchaouen.
And
the
Chef
holy
Chef.
fabric name, Dar Chefchaouen.
Dar Chefchaouen.
And the part for ceramic, it's Happy Kitchen because I see Happy Kitchen, happy wife, happy life. And no money, no honey, of course.
That's so
And we
funny.
can- After we see the ceramic happy kitchen, now we will go to see the Dar Chefchaouen. It's special for making the beautiful carpet, and also on your information we have some kind of carpet and some kind of wool just in my family, and I will show you this. You will not find this in other place. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Bas bikhair. And we'll come again in Dar Chefchaouen. This is carpet from Atlas style. It's in Morocco. It's different area have different kind of carpet. It's Atlas desert, mountains, you know, another side. So in every place you will find different carpet. And this is Lalfabi Berbers.
I see that a lot on the carpet.
Yes, because this Berbers, what? Because before the women and the people in this living in this Berbers place in the mountains doesn't have ID card.
Yes.
So the women have tattoo here or have tattoo here.
Yes, I saw.
Exactly like this. So this tattoo for this woman like the ID card. Just you see this tattoo, you know which family and which people, because before doesn't have this paper or
Yeah,
ID card.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just in tattoo. With the time, this idea be famous and interesting. Now we have this tattoo and carpet and ceramic and so much beautiful, like hand of Fatima, so much kind, you know,
So
history.
you can tell which family that makes
Yes,
the carpet.
the carpet, which
of-
area, which place, just for the design. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And our Chefchaouen here, you can find the beautiful kind of carpet, different designs. And here, if you come to me here, this is small example, the machine making carpet. The real machine and the real things, it's big.
Yes,
Because
I've
it
seen
depends the size. So this one is just small example how this woman's work. So the woman's put this here and she do like, This is special work from our family. You will not find this quality of wool of this or this design. Nice to meet you, and I'm happy so much, and also the father Haji happy so much, because we really need these people know how we work and the fabrics. And nice to meet you.
Yeah, so I got 2 ceramics for our coffees at home, but Ayub was very accommodating. I suppose it's part of his job, but also he doesn't need to do all the things that he needed to do because he was generous in sharing that knowledge. And for me, I think that was interesting to hear how the locals used to have tattoos to sort of verify their families and names as an indication of their ID. Pre-modern kind of system, which is interesting historically to even hear it from him. So I negotiated hard, 100 dirham for 2 small ceramics. And yeah, I think it's been a lovely experience. I suppose if you're not comfortable negotiating, it'd be a bit difficult for you to get the best price. But having said that, it's quite reasonable for what you get and for what you pay. It's so cool. I stumbled upon this extra market which seems to be targeting towards a bit more like local, not souvenirs. And I have a feeling that every Thursday this is where all the people from the mountains would come down and sell the stuff that they have got here. So let's see what they are selling. Perhaps this is a bit late, but why not? You have got sandals, obviously oranges. This is like a plaza. Wow, look at this fresh fruits. So colorful. Over here you have got nuts and spices. Lots of bread, lots of breakfast cafes. Spans continue because I think it's a circular which you can walk, and all of the stores probably would be very busy on Thursday, which is their market day often. Market day that happens on Thursday reminds me of my travel in Iran, because I remembered this, that Friday is a holiday for a lot of Muslims, and therefore they switch the Sunday, Saturday for us in the West to be Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so unfortunately today is a bit quieter, but it's cool really. As part of my afternoon refreshment, I'm having an orange juice here for 7 dirhams. That's the cheapest I've been paying. It's usually 15. So as you can see, it's just really fresh directly from all these oranges. It's so plentiful. These moments of travel is what makes me grateful. Honestly, wow, that's much needed, absolutely much needed. So I'm walking towards my accommodation because not only is the way to the Spanish Mosque, which is one of the most famous things to do, I'd say, in the afternoon or very early in the morning, because you still need to hike up ever so slightly, and it sort of perhaps concludes this narrative around Andalusian presence in this town. Pretty much similar to Tetuan, but I think just to hear a first-hand story from someone whose family originally from Andalusia was very interesting. And I think I've been quite surprised to see a few Chinese restaurants, which is my comfort food, but also this is a very popular tourist destination for East Asian, such as Japanese, Chinese, and a few of Koreans that I've seen here, which is lovely because I suppose it feels a bit more like closer to home. Having said that, England is home now. So the main road of Chefchaouen is very steep, given that it's mountainous road. So yeah, good luck cycling like him. So I'm entering the sort of main road towards my accommodation, but also this leads to the Spanish Mosque somewhere up there. What's so cool is that kids are playing around here. So on your right, there's this traditional bakery that has historical oven that was built in the 1540s, and it looks quite stunning against the valley over here. And if I'm taking you along with me, there's this bridge that was built by the Portuguese. It was built in the 1471. Sorry, no, thank you. And so it looks really cool. So there will be quite a lot of steps going up, but it's a really well paved. So one thing that you need to be aware of for this being so popular is that there are so many quite pushy sellers, and you just have to be comfortable in saying no. My goodness, a fun fair for everybody. To be honest, I didn't expect this. Road to the Spanish Mosque to be this touristy. Of course, what was I thinking? Wow, this is hectic. So I've been walking for the past 30 minutes. It's a well-trailed, well-paved trail, but the mountains, the Reef Mountain is so gorgeous, more than anything. From here you get to see the panoramic view of Chefchaouen. And the mountains are so rugged, it's so stunning. Welcome to the Spanish Mosque, guys. I don't think the mosque itself is open, so what people do is actually sitting here for a sunset. think you have to be fit and have got some good knees to climb up this. But having said that, because it's some of the main attractions, it's all quite easy to navigate. There will be some kids chasing after you, trying to sell some souvenirs, and even an opportunity for a photo like this. Because not only you get to see a 360 panoramic view of the mountains, but also the town. And if you are thirsty, worry not, you've got an orange juice. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I am quite chuffed with the view behind me overlooking Chefchaouen. It's been quite an interesting journey just to get here, being sick, trying to recover, and found someone with an interesting story. I hope you enjoy my very best attempt in capturing this story, and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I would love to read more of your comments, and please make sure to check out my Patreon if you haven't supported me already, and I can't wait to see you again on the next video. Bye!